Welcome back to my YouTube. You may be wondering why it's a bit dark and blue in here. I'm currently playing around with my new LED light, so trying out different colours. But yeah, I'll open the window and we'll get some light in here. There we go, a bit more normal now. So in this video, I'm going to be announcing my next event that I'm doing, my next sort of challenge, so to speak. First of all, we'll do a little bit of a rundown of the last event, which was the 500 meter row. I know I did a review on that video, but obviously I've had a couple of weeks to think about it and just gather a few more thoughts. So we will get on with that first. Ooh. So the event, the 500 meter row, I said to myself before I went, I would be happy with 10th, like top 10. Which is what I came out with. I came 10th out of 27. The one thing I wasn't happy with though was my time. I was aiming for a 120. I came in at just over 125. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but in such a short race, 5 seconds is massive. And yeah, throughout the race, like I mentioned in the last video about the rowing, throughout the race you can see how far you are off first place, how far you are off the person in front, and how close the person behind you is. And up till about 300 metres in, I was like 5th or 6th. I just died last 200 metres, mainly due to, one, not like a specific game plan for the actual 500 metre race. I just went hell for leather. The adrenaline got to me a little bit of like the atmosphere, people cheering on, and I just absolutely went for it and gassed out with 200 metres to go. That being said as well, I was ill that week, and also my calf. I'd pulled my calf. I've been going physio the last couple of weeks and still having slight issues with it. So far from ideal sort of setup going into it. But that being said, got top 10, which was the aim. Obviously, now the rowing's going to stay in and I'm going to be sort of training fairly frequently with the rowing because I want to see now how close I can get to the sort of British and world records. Obviously, I gave myself literally like 8 to 10 weeks to train for that 500 metre row, which is not really enough, especially considering I had my final accounting exam and I also moved out into my house. So I've been busy with that. I didn't get all the training sessions I wanted to get done. That being said, the ones that I did get done were really good sessions and I was seeing progress sort of session on session, which was what we wanted to see. There just wasn't sort of enough time. Now obviously I'm going to go and do it again next year, so I've got a whole year now, so I'm going to keep the rowing in instead of just sort of training for the rowing sort of 2 months before it. I'm going to just do it throughout the year and sort of build on what I'd sort of done for the previous event. Another thing I've got to consider as well is I was competing against some of the best sprint racers in the country on 8 weeks of training after not touching a rowing machine really since I did the charity fundraising in lockdown. So yeah, I can't be too hard on myself. Obviously very short time training, ill and injured, so I can take top 10. I'm fairly happy with it now. Like I say, we are going to be going for it again next year and expect bigger and better things because it's getting absolutely smashed. I then got tempted by going to the World Championships, well it's World and European are together in Prague, and that is on the 23rd and 24th of February. Now again, that's only sort of 8 weeks away. Probably not enough time to really see a significant sort of progress, and obviously the cost of going to Prague and things like that, I could obviously make it a bit of a holiday, but the main reason why I'm not doing that is because of the event I've just signed up for, which is literally the week after. So basically if I was to do back-to-back weekends, I'd be having essentially a deload week and then a deload week, which just doesn't make sense. And then you've got to put on top of that all the flights, which will take it out of you as well. When I was thinking about this next event, it is one that has sort of became a lot more popular recently. I've seen a lot more people sort of in the gym doing them because it's a partnered gym. May have just given it away. But it was the next sort of thing. Obviously I've done the half marathon, I've done the triathlons, I've done the rowing. I was looking for that next thing to go for, and I'd been asked by a few people on Instagram, would I do one with them? I've also got mates that would have asked me to do one with them. So I have signed up for a hyrox event. I'm doing it in a doubles, men's doubles, but we are going international. First time I've done an event internationally. We're doing the Madrid hyrox. Why am I doing Madrid? One, I've never been to Madrid. Two, all the UK events were pretty much sold out, so I couldn't do them even if I wanted to. They'd already sold out. So yeah, I'm doing the Madrid hyrox with a lad that I play football with. He is an ex-paratrooper, so we should be pretty set. Again though, he did message me yesterday saying he struggled to do 500 meters on the ski erg, so there's a bit of progress that is needed. But yeah, I think as an event, it's probably going to be similar-ish to doing the triathlon, because obviously it's back-to-back exercises. It's the 1K run and then sort of a weighted event, and 8 of those. So yeah, I'm going to have to mix my training up. I will be sort of doing a video on how I'm going to train for it, because I still want to keep my strength side of things up, but obviously I need to push it more towards the cardio and really hitting that lactic threshold, because the lactic acid is going to build up on all of those exercises. But it is a challenge that I'm looking forward to doing. And to be honest, I've been looking for something a little bit different with my training. Not that I was getting bored of just constantly lifting weights, but just something to train towards. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good one. And if anyone has got any tips on doing a hyrox, then please let me know in the comments or reach out to me on Instagram at GW_fit. Any sort of workouts or anything that will help me massively, and I would really appreciate it. Not that I don't know sort of how I'm going to be training for this, but just some hints and tips, obviously by someone that's done it before, would be massively appreciated. So Hyrox Madrid is going to be my next event. Obviously stick along for the journey. I'm going to be posting some of the workouts that I get up to and just the progress in general across my Instagram. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this one, drop it a like. If you're new, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.